Hello everybody, this is your main man Keith here from Keith Plays PS4 927. Happy Tuesday morning to all my awesome viewers on this awesome channel. We are in week 5 of our Toronto Mounties franchise as we are taking on the 4-0 Pittsburgh Steelers. As you can see here, we are also undefeated as well, but after this episode there can only be one undefeated team in this. Both teams cannot be undefeated unless if there is a tie breaker and nobody scores then, so it's going to be officially a tie. So last episode against the Texans, we won big time. I will have the link to that video if you guys want to check that episode out if you haven't already. So here are the weekly awards. And Patrick Mahomes, he was 6 for 7, 199 passing yards. He had 4 passing touchdowns, 4 carries, and 82 rushing yards. Von Miller had 3 tackles, 1 sack, 1 forced fumble, 2 fumble recoveries, and a touchdown on that play. So we'll show you the uniforms, and we'll see you guys at kickoff. All right, for the Steelers, they're the road team. They're wearing their traditional white jerseys on the road with their Nike gold pants, black socks, and white with yellow shoes. Now for the Toronto Mounties, they're going to be wearing their home uniforms with navy blue jerseys, red pants, navy socks, and I'm thinking we're just going to wear those shoes for now. So without a further ado, we'll see you at kickoff.
Today, from Toronto, Canada, it's week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Big Ben and the Mounties are facing off against Big Ben and JuJu Smith-Schuster's former team. They had a really fun time being teammates, but now they are teammates again in different uniforms.
As we'll see Ben Roethlisberger and the Toronto Mounties versus Jameis Winston and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Alright, now we're ready to kick off here at Scotiabank Field in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, the rapper Drake's hometown, as they are battling off against the Pittsburgh Steelers. So the Steelers are going to be ready to return, and they do get stopped at the 33 there, so this will be a first down and 10. Jameis Winston stepping onto the field for the first time in this episode, the former Florida State Seminoles quarterback. He did also play a little bit of college baseball, but he, unfortunately, when he got drafted into Major League Baseball, he did not sign. I don't know what team he signed with, but most college football prospects, they do get drafted in the major leagues, but they do not play because of college football eligibility. So Eric Ebron claims that reception, so this will be the first pass of the game for Jameis Winston whatsoever. So we're going to blitz here on the defense. 3rd and 19 now, and they're at their 23-yard line. Pittsburgh, they're going to step back to pass, and that is going to be intercepted by Austin Falconi, the rookie from Penn State University, making his NFL debut. So this is going to be a first down and 10. So we're going to use the ISO run play featuring Cameron Bryant. And yes, Pittsburgh does have their first turnover of the afternoon. So Cameron Bryant runs the ball. He only gained about 9 yards on that play. Last episode against the Texans, he had 12 carries, 175 yards, and 3 touchdowns. He has 9 on the season. So Roethlisberger, he's going to hand this off to Cameron Bryant. And Bryant, look at him run. He scores it into the end zone for a touchdown. And that is going to be his 10th career rushing with over 20 yards. So the Mounties do lead at 7-0. Alright, 1st and 10 from the 38. Jameis Winston throwing this one out to Najee Harris. And that is going to be a 2nd down and 4, and he has 1,000 passing yards this season, Jameis Winston, and it's only week 5, and all those games they won. So this is a battle between undefeated teams. So Najee Harris does get that first down for Pittsburgh, and he has 3 touchdowns on the season. So this is going to be a 1st and 10 from the 49. Winston, it looks like he's going to hand this off to Najee Harris. He does, and he gets stopped at the 46 for a gain of 5 yards on that play, rather, because it was a first down. So 2nd and 5, 46-yard line. What are they going to do? They're going to use the ISO run play, and he only gained about 1 yard on that play. So this will be a 3rd and 4 now here for Pittsburgh. And the Steelers, they throw that ball. That's incomplete. Jameis Winston did get pressured, though. He did not get sacked whatsoever. So they're going to try to do a field goal on 4th and 4. And I don't think the Steelers are going to make this one from long range. And I was right. They do not make it from that far. So this is going to be a 1st and 10 from the 48 for Toronto. Ben Roethlisberger making his first pass against his former team, passing it to his former teammate and still teammate Smith-Schuster for a gain of 24 yards on that play. All right, we're going to use the speed dig out pass play on 1st and 10 from the 24. Roethlisberger stepping back to pass. He's going to fire this one out to JuJu Smith-Schuster. That is going to be a touchdown, and this will be JuJu Smith-Schuster's first receiving touchdown of the game, and it's going to be 14-0. All right, so 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line, and Jameis Winston, it looks like that they are going to step back to pass, and Jameis Winston gets sacked by Tyrann Mathieu. So Tyrann Mathieu gets his first sack of the game. 2nd and 16. Now a loss of 6 yards on that play. They're at the 24. They're going to step back to pass once at it. And that does turn out to be a 9-yard reception there by Deontay Johnson. So 3rd down and 7. Pittsburgh at the 33. What are they going to do? They're going to actually throw that ball, and they do get that first down. They actually throw this to Chase Claypool. I call him Mapletron because he does hold Canadian citizenship, and he is from Abbotsford, British Columbia, which is about 45 minutes to an hour from Vancouver. So he went to high school in Canada, but went to Notre Dame for college. So clock winds down, 2-minute warning is up on the airs. Mounties whatsoever are leading this 14-0. So we're going to use the zone coverage at the 47. So 2nd and 11. They're going to step back to pass. Winston, he is running this ball, and they lose it, and Pittsburgh recovers. Najee Harris that time recovering there, so this will be a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. So they're going to step back to pass once at it. Claypool with that first down, 1st and 10. Steelers are trying to look ways to get their first touchdown of the game. So Winston has only thrown 1 INT this game, so he gets sacked. The ball is out, and Toronto says they have it, and they do. So they're at the 36 now. 2nd fumble of the game. And this is crazy how Pittsburgh now has 2 turnovers in this episode. First with that Austin Falconi interception. Roethlisberger throws his first incompletion of the game. So we're going to use the PA Crossers pass play on 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger stepping back to pass once at it, firing this one deep. And that's another incomplete pass. So I'm just going to do a simple single back. I'm going to do a quick slant route just so that we don't end up having to go on 4th down. So 3rd and 10. Roethlisberger from the single back formation. So JuJu Smith-Schuster claiming that reception there. So we have 108 total yards offensively, and we're just going to use a PAFL stretch pass play, and I'm thinking my primary will be JuJu Smith-Schuster, and he's going to step back to pass once added, firing it to Smith-Schuster, and we're going to take that timeout there. So it's now 14-0, and we're going to use a PAFL stretch pass play at the 13. So Roethlisberger stepping back to pass, and that is intercepted. Minkah Fitzpatrick claiming that INT. So they're at the 24. So now both teams have thrown one interception in this episode. So we're going to use a man coverage here on 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line. They're going to step back to pass. Najee Harris running the ball. And this will end the first half here in Toronto. All right, now it is kickoff time here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, to begin the third. Antoine Williams is ready to return this kickoff for the Mounties, so he's going to return it, break a tackle along the lines here, and look at him go all the way. He has daylight, and Antoine Williams will do a front flip to begin the second half here in Toronto. 106-yard kickoff return for a touchdown, and the Mounties will lead it 21-0. We are going to take a break. All right, Von Miller makes that fumble recovery, so now Pittsburgh has 3 fumbles on the day. I think it was Tyrann Mathieu who made that sack, and Von Miller making that fumble recovery. So we're actually going to run it with Cameron Bryant. So Pittsburgh now has 3 turnovers in today's episode, while Toronto only has 1. So Cameron Bryant is still on his feet, gets a first down for a gain of 10 yards on that play. So Pittsburgh has only allowed 138 total yards today, 99 passing. So we're just going to run it with Cameron Bryant. So he's still on his feet, gets that into the end zone for that touchdown. This will be Bryant's second rushing touchdown of the episode. And we're actually going to run the ball with a 2-point conversion, actually. So we're going to use a power O run play featuring Mark Ingram. So Roethlisberger is going to hand this off to Ingram. He gets that in there. It's good. All right, 1st down and 10 from the 33. So Jameis Winston firing this pass all the way out to Eric Ebron, the former Detroit Lions tight end, claims that 1st down. And they only have 73 total yards for the Steelers. So they've been slacking off in this game for the most part. I mean, Austin Falconi did have that INT. There is a fumble. Pittsburgh was lucky to recover that. So Cameron Wake made that sack there on that play. So that was a 2nd and 17. So he lost the ball. And it looks like they're going to run it. I don't think they're going to get that 1st down. But there is an injury timeout. And it is believed to have been on Pittsburgh. So Cameron Wake gets his first sack on the season. So it looks like they're going to throw this pass out to Mapletron. Question is, does he get that 1st down? No, he does not. They are going to have to do it. They are going to do a 4th down conversion. If they do not make this a 1st down, this will be Toronto football. So they're going to run it with Frank Gore. So it apparently is not a 1st down. So Cameron Bryant on the season, 38 rushes, 574 yards, and 11 tackles. I know he's at a 71 overall right now, but he has certainly improved. He will probably be one of the AFC Rookies of the Year along the lines when it comes to the end of the season. So Cameron Bryant, 5 carries, 63 yards, and 2 touchdowns. So we're going to run it again with Cameron Bryant. So Bryant, he's going to run the ball. He has some talent here and there. So this is going to be a 6 carry, 69 yard, and 2 touchdown game so far for him. 2nd and 4 now. And we're going to hand this off to Cameron Bryant. And somebody for Pittsburgh is down and injured. So 3rd down and 3 now here for the Mounties. And Roethlisberger's going to step back to pass. He's going to fire this one out to JuJu Smith-Schuster. He's going to break a tackle, another tackle, and this will conclude the third quarter as he gets that into the end zone for a touchdown. This will be his, I think, 15th or 10th receiving touchdown on the season. So it's now going to be 36-0 here at Scotiabank Field in Toronto. Davis has recovered a fumble on the kickoff. So Pittsburgh, they're having a little fumble frenzy here. So they've had quite a bit of turnovers here in today's episode. And they knock out the return man. And we're going to use a quick slant route here on 1st and 10. Roethlisberger's going to step back to pass. Thinking about throwing this one out to Alshon Jeffrey, and he gets that first down at the 20. We are going to take that timeout to figure out our final 6-second game plan. So we're going to step back to pass, and I'm going to fire this one out to Alshon Jeffrey. He does get that first down. 7 for 10, 172 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an interception on the day for him. So we're going to change it up a little bit. No more JuJu Smith-Schuster for this episode. We're going to put in the rookie Brian Wagner from Princeton University, an Ivy League school from New Jersey. So Roethlisberger's going to throw this one to Wagner. Incomplete pass, by the way. So that's a 2nd and goal now here for the Steelers. They're at the 9. So Roethlisberger back to pass. He gets fumbled. Oh my goodness. And Pittsburgh makes that recovery on TJ Watt. So Ben Roethlisberger gets sacked by his former teammate. So now the Mounties have 2 turnovers. And Pittsburgh, I think, has more, but we're still winning in this episode. So they're going to fire this pass out. That's going to be at the 32. So 2nd and 2 now here for Jameis Winston and the Pittsburgh Steelers. They're at the 32-yard line. 2nd and 2. I'm not sure if they're going to make that pass incomplete. And yes, they do make it incomplete. 3rd down and 2 now here for Pittsburgh. They're at the 32. And they throw this pass that's incomplete. So they're going to use a kickoff here. And Antoine Williams, who you guys saw return that miraculous kickoff return for a touchdown to begin the last quarter from the 3rd quarter. This is 4th quarter. So if I say from last quarter, I'm referring it as the 3rd quarter. So just keep that in mind throughout this episode. We're going to use a PA comeback sled on 1st and 10. We do not want to make that mistake because TJ Watt, let me tell you, he is probably one of the most strategic defensive players in the AFC to this day. I mean, he's a superstar with this Pittsburgh Steelers team. And I like TJ Watt personally. He knows how to strip the offenses. They know how to run the ball. Brian Wagner claiming that reception. And Brian Wagner gets that into the end zone for a touchdown. This will be Wagner's first career touchdown reception. And the Mounties will lead this one 43-0. All right, 1st and 10. It appears Jameis Winston, he is going to scramble the ball. He is going to throw this one, and that is going to be a 1st and 10. So Jameis Winston, he hasn't been doing too bad. Deontay Johnson claiming that reception. So 1st and 10. And he is scrambling the ball, so he throws it, and that is going to be a 2nd and 10. All right, 3rd and 4 from the 46 here in Toronto. Winston throwing this pass that is incomplete. 10 for 17, 118 yards. And Antoine Williams will be ready to return the punt here. So they punt this away. and they're at their own 30-yard line. So this is going to be the 1st down and 10. Presley Harvin making that punt there that time. So Roethlisberger, he is going to throw this one out to Rob Gronkowski. He did not score a touchdown in today's episode. So he has 250 yards with 3 touchdowns and 1 INT. So he's only claimed 1 interception in this whole game. He really hasn't claimed too much receptions along the lines. So 1st and 10 from the 40. Roethlisberger going to throw this one out to Wagner. He does get that 1st down and 10. So what am I going to do? I am just going to use a stick nod vertical pass play on 1st and 10 from the 49. So Roethlisberger, he is going to fire this one out to Brian Wagner. He is going to get his 2nd career touchdown reception in today's episode. So he has 2 TDs. Rookie from Princeton University. The Princeton Tigers. I think Princeton might have been founded in University might have been founded in 1746. I don't know. That's just my estimated guess. And we get it into the end zone for a touchdown. All right, 1st and 10 from the 28-yard line. Jameis Winston, he is ready to throw this football. And that is a 2nd and 3. And it was Preston Williams there who claimed that reception. The former Miami Dolphins wide receiver throws this pass. That's incomplete. Okafor of the Pittsburgh Steelers O-line appears to be down and injured. We don't know what the injury type is as of yet. So 3rd and 3. They're going to throw this pass. And the ball is out. And Tyrann Mathieu, he is ready to return this one. He don't return it as much. I mean, he lost probably quite a bit of return yards on that play. So this will be a 1st and 10 here for Pittsburgh. Here for Toronto, rather. Pittsburgh with 5 turnovers. And there's 2 turnovers for Toronto. 323 passing yards for Ben Roethlisberger today. So clock's winding down pretty fast here. We're going to use a halfback stretch to end the game. So Roethlisberger with 323 today. Cameron Bryant, look at him run. He gets stopped there, and we're going to take that timeout. And this will probably be the final play of the game with only 2 seconds to go. Roethlisberger is going to hand this off to Cameron Bryant. And he gets it down at the 23. So this concludes the game. The Mounties win it 50-0. All right, Ben Roethlisberger, 128.1 pass rating, 12 for 17, 323 passing yards today, 4 touchdowns and 1 interception. Jameis Winston, 60.6 pass rating, 12 for 20, 141 yards, no touchdowns, 1 INT whatsoever for him. Cameron Bryant, 9 carries, 96 yards, 2 touchdowns, 7 broken tackles today. Najee Harris, 7 carries, 23 yards, no touchdowns. Frank Gore did lose a -2 yards on a 4th down play, so that turned out not so good. So Brian Wagner, 3 receptions, 123 yards in his debut, averaging 41 with 2 touchdowns. JuJu Smith-Schuster had 5 receptions, 152 yards, and 2 touchdowns on the day. So defensively, Tyrann Mathieu with 2 sacks, TJ Watt with 1 sack, Von Miller had a sack, Cameron Wake had a sack, and Chris Harris Jr. had a sack. So Minkah Fitzpatrick and Austin Falconi both had INTs today. TJ Watt, Von Miller, and Mathieu all recovered, and none of them scored defensive touchdowns. There was a kickoff return for a touchdown by Antoine